What's up, Detroit Madman? And I got some stuff to show off today. I did a con over the weekend. It's a pretty big one here in the area. It's SatCon. It was a 2-day event. And it was alright. Bernie Wrightson, Ron Lim, Mike Zeck, you know. But I was actually really disappointed in it. And I've been going to this one for a long time. And it really goes back to the roots of small conventions back in the day. You know, it used to have that feel. And over the years, it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, obviously. But I don't know. It's just really, even my go-to guys that I usually, find a lot of good deals at, something was off, man. I just didn't get a lot of stuff. I am happy with the few things that I did find. But I think I didn't even spend $100, which is really rare for SatCon. Usually spend $300 or $400 and get a bunch of good books. Last one I went to, I ended up getting the first Ra's al Ghul and X-Men 94. And this one, I was hard pressed to find anything that I wanted to pick up. And that's at the prices, that I'm talking about. I have one go-to guy. He's from the Bay Area. And he had a couple good books. And he always has a $2 box, a $5 box. And those are always good. So, and then the week before, I hit up that March Madness sale at A1 where everything was 50% off. Back issues 50. And I'll show you what I got there. It wasn't too much. This is my 50% off haul. This is my Comic-Con haul here. And so I'll show you those. What I have here in front of me is Treasury edition, famous first edition. This is my second copy. They had $9 on this, so I got this one. I got this one for like $4.50 or whatever, and I got this one for one reason, because of what I wanted to do. I got a real nice condition copy of this already, but what I wanted to always do is remove the cover, which I have here, you'll see, and then what I have now is a pretty much identical replica of Superman #1, really beautiful Treasury edition size of it. And if you haven't seen this one, the famous first editions, it is pretty much page for page identically the first comic, including ads and the coloring and the artwork or whatnot. So it's pretty cool. I've wanted to do this and kind of had a plan that I would hang it up and display it or something. So I think I'll do that with that. It's really cool. And they did a good job with those famous first editions, so highly recommend picking that up if you get it cheap enough. And then next up, this was a $5 pickup. I actually was standing there at Ken's when a kid brought this in. A guy brought this in, and it's pretty beat up. And I've always wanted this Superman vs. Spider-Man book, and Ken wasn't interested in it at the condition it was in. And then he ended up giving it to Ken with another stack of stuff, which I actually bought, which I'm going to go through in a different haul. But at any rate, I got this for $5, and it's a beater reader copy, but I really love this just iconic cover, Neil Adams, and even the interior has just some great panels. This is a really good treat if you're a Neil Adams fan, if you're a Spider-Man fan. Highly suggest getting this one as well. You will not be disappointed with this Treasury. It's a great book. So at any rate, that was my beater copy pickup of the week. And now I'll go into a few other things I got. These were just some random pickups, not necessarily from Comic-Con or anything like that. And I got this for a couple of bucks. It's Harley Quinn number 15, the Harley Quinn variant. I loved that cover with the Joker. So, then I saw this. I might have overpaid for this, but the cover, I'd never seen this one before. The cover struck me. Really beautiful cover. I got this one for $12. And it's got Mary Jane and Black Cat on the cover. And then next up, paid a couple bucks for this. I had never seen it before. And it's The Bride of Venom, but I thought the cover was insane. and I'm not really sure if there's any significance to this book, but I thought it was a killer deal at $2. And then a little story with this one. I had a CGC 9.0 of this book a couple weeks ago, and I contemplated just busting it out of the encapsulation, and I went to A1 one night, and this was sitting on top of the counter in the back, and they had $2 price tag on it. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. It's so beautiful. It is a swipe with, I think, All Winners 4, and just amazing Invaders copy. So I put my other one up on eBay, and I got 50, I think it sold for $50 shipped, or something like that, a little over 50 shipped. And I got this for $2, man. I couldn't even believe it. It's in at least 9.0 condition from what my slab was. And I actually sold my last 3 slabs last week, so I no longer own any books that are slabbed. All my books are raw now. So I was stoked about that. And then I got this on eBay really cheap. This is like a late night purchase. It's Justice League of America number 21. And I just like the cover. I actually saw it in someone's haul video about a month ago, and went on eBay, and there was like one for like $10, buy it now, which was this one, lower grade. And so I just jumped on it. It was like cheap shipping and everything. It came real quick, and it's just a really nice reader copy. But love that cover. It's just like Golden Age and Silver Age. It's a good one. And then I finally picked this one up. This is my second chromium cover for the Millennium series. I think the first one I have is Superman, and this is my second one, which is All-Star 3. And I love the chromium covers, so this was a treat to get. And now the price on this book is like, I found this for like $5 or whatever, but some people ask 40, 50, 60 bucks for these. I think both of my chromium Millennium editions now I got for like $5 or $6 a piece shipped. Still on the hunt for that Tech 27. Cheapest I can find it right now on eBay is like $50, so keep looking. And then next up, finally got a copy. This is a long time coming, of Young Terrorist number 1. I had mentioned in some videos before that I was on the lookout for it, and I just could never find it in the wild. And finally found it for a cover price. Ken had 2 copies that he had gotten in, and he had them like $16 for a long time. And I guess it was just a battle of wills or something, because I didn't want to pay more than $10 for it. And then, I came in one day and I saw that he threw them out in the back issues section, and he had cover price on it, so picked that up. Pretty stoked about that. Alright, so now let's do the 50% off stack. This is what I got at A1 on the 50% off day. It was slim pickings, it really was. I didn't go to both locations, I only went to one, which I usually will go to both the locations. But at any rate, I got this one for $5. It is Power of Warlock number 8. Beautiful Bronze Age cover. In decent mid-grade condition, I would say. Maybe a little better. I know Warlock's been hot. They had a ton of wall books everywhere I saw at Comic-Con this week. So, let's see what else. As you can see, 50% off. I got this one for $1.50. Has a date stamp on it, but it's kind of half of a date stamp. And not too bad. I mean, I'm pretty stoked with this one. Nice looking red cover. I don't think you can beat this for $1.50. They had one that was in a lot worse condition, and they were asking like $8 or $9 for it. So I think I scored on that one. Maybe it was priced a long time ago and ended up going back into the sale area from under the boxes below. All right, then this one I was stoked to get. King size special, Thor number 4, and beautiful cover. And this one ran me $3. Really nice shape too. Those black covers are tough, kinda. on these books that are like 40 years old or whatever. Even more. Next up, picked up the Power of Warlock number 5. This ran me $1. And I think it's in really nice shape. And this is a man called Doom, as you can see there on the cover. I think it might have this issue down there in the corner. Other than that, I think the book looks pretty good. Spine, as you can see, not a lot of issues with the spine at all. That's a good one. I don't know why. I've never had this one before. Saw it in a couple of videos here and there. It's Power Pack number 1. This is probably an 8.0 or 8.5 for $1.50. Here's another one I was happy to pick up. King Size Annual number 5, the Mighty Thor. This one cost me $3.50. Fantastic shape. Beautiful spine. Beautiful color on there. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this book. $3.50. Next up, I got another Warlock, issue number 4. This one has a bit of a rolled spine, maybe like a 1/3 rolled spine, maybe a little less. But it is really nice, beautiful color. As you can see, the white, just look at the white compared to the price tag right there and the backing board. Really, really glossy and fresh looking. So that one ran me $4. Beautiful Bronze Age stuff. And then next up, I was happy to get this. DC Comics Presents. This is issue number 41, and it's got Superman and the Joker. And I've had this on my want list for a while. And 50% off day was a great day to pick it up because it only cost me $3. And this is going to be really decent grade. Spine's tight. Couple ticks maybe. Yeah, I can definitely dig it for $3. Next up, I got this reprint comic. It's G.I. Joe number 21 with the iconic cover. And $2.50. I thought it was a good deal for that. I don't have the original non-reprint yet, but I've always had my eye on the lookout for that one, so throw that in my reprint box. Alright, next up, at the 50% off sale, I picked these two up. These are both dupes. I have other copies of these, but I was hoping, because the condition on these looked so well, that they're probably upgrades. A lot of my Fantastic Four stuff is in mid to lower mid grade, and I thought these were in better shape than those, just on the average. And I thought at $4.50 or whatever I paid for this, under $5, it was still a steal because of the condition was so nice. And they had about 40 or 50 Silver Age books that I looked at, and I just didn't pull the trigger on any of them because, for one, I didn't have my list with me, of course, because I always forget it, and I really need to put that online so I can just go on my email. But and second, unless it's in this grade or better, I don't even want to, double up on stuff. I've done it too many times. But still a beautiful book, and that's issue 80. And then I picked this one up. This was under $5 as well. That's issue 94. Got the Frightful Four, and I always loved that cover. And yeah, I thought the condition on this one was really nice too, so I picked it up. And then last week I went to Cannes and only bought 2 new comics. One of them was Discipline number 1. I've seen this in several videos, and so I think the cover is kind of cool looking. Picked that one up. And then I saw this was kind of hot the day that it came out, and it was Avengers Standoff or something like that. And these sketch covers were like 1 per store. And usually Ken keeps all that stuff. Really hard to get the one-off stuff from him. But he put it out for $20, so I grabbed it. And I saw it was going for at least double that on eBay at the time. And I figured, even if it drops in half, I'm still good on it. So it's got that crazy looking cover there. So those were my pickups before Comic-Con. And then now I'll just go over some stuff I got at Comic-Con. I didn't spend a whole lot. I was really disappointed with the prices on things. I mean, it was outrageous. And I was talking to some dealers, and they even told me, they said that some of the dealers they told me they had stuff that they put out, and other dealers just came by and bought them out before the show started. And I verified that with some other dealers, and they said, yeah, we went before the show even started and bought a lot of stuff. So one of the things I did pick up, and I got this for $1. It's just a cover, but I totally love the EC, and I honestly don't own any original EC books that have covers. I have a couple that are coverless. So I thought it was pretty funny that this guy had a cover to one of the books. It's The Haunt of Fear number 25. I just liked the way it looked, and I got it for $1, so I thought that was pretty cool. One of the dealers I was telling you about, he has a $2 box, and he has a $5 box. And so I picked up this comic here. It was $2. I already have 2 copies of it. It's World's Finest 177 with the Joker on the cover. But I grabbed it. I figured I could give it to a kid or something that would probably make their day to get such an old Joker book. And $2. It's all intact. It has some water damage on the cover, so no big deal. And then in the $5 box, I found this. It's Amazing Spider-Man 43. Has a detached cover, and it's in pretty rough shape on the cover, but inside it's all intact. And I actually needed this for my Spider-Man run. So that was kind of a win-win situation. Pick up a Spidey, low-numbered Spidey for $5 and actually needed it. So that was cool. And then that same dealer, I picked up I probably picked up half the books I bought that day from that dealer, and this was one of them. He had a 50% off Amazing Spider-Man box with some Silver Age in it, and so I was able to pick number 61 up. It's okay condition. It presents okay, but the price was right for $12. He had 25 on it, so I got it for 12. And he had knocked off like an extra $10 from my whole total. So I figured I saved an extra 50 cents on each book at least. So I was happy about that one. And then here's another one I picked up from him. He had $14 on this one, so I got it for $7, or probably a little bit under $7. And it was another one that I needed. I got it off my list. And this is a nice mid-grade book. I was completely stoked to see this. I saw this similar books to this at other dealer tables for $25, $30, $45. So Amazing Spider-Man was pretty limited at this show. The dealers that did have it did have some nice Spider-Man. They were really asking an arm and a leg for it, but I was able to get to this guy in time and find a couple deals. So that's 2 off of my list there. And that's actually 3 off my list because this one here I only had a coverless copy before, so it's actually an upgrade. And then some other stuff I got from him. I got this for $1. This one is World's Finest 164. It's a little bit of writing on the cover, and about a half a dozen ticks on the spine. A little chunk out of the bottom, but not bad for $1 something. And the same with this one. This is Jimmy Olsen number 100. A little bit of damage in the wording right there, a little scratch. But the spine's okay. Minimal amount of damage on this book. Not bad for $1 something. Another one got, this was $1 something. Another Jimmy Olsen. I thought it was a pretty cool looking cover. He's got the motorcycle guys on there, and got the motorcycle gang, the Dragons. So that's issue number 91. Another little bargain pickup. And then next up, God, this was probably my favorite deal of the day. I was able to get this one for $12.50, and it's Spider-Man number 37. I needed this one. It's an intact book. It's really not that bad for paying $12 for issue 37. I do have 2 copies of this already. Both of them severely worse than this one. One of them is coverless, and the other one has a cover that you can barely. It's just like really faded and in really poor shape. So this is such a huge upgrade at such a great price. I'm totally stoked. Spider-Man 37. And I still got a few more books. Let's see here. Pick this amazing Tales to Astonish deal up. This was actually a book I got for $5 off of a different dealer. It was the only book I bought off him, but it was in really great shape, and I know I already have this one, but I remember this cover. I really like it with Asgard, the Rainbow Bridge, and the Hulk on the cover like that. So that's Tales to Astonish 101, and I thought that was just a heck of a great pickup in for a mid-grade, really decent mid-grade book, and I got that for $5. And then next up, this book was out of the $2 box at the original guide that I was telling you about. It's Daredevil number 15. It does have a detached staple, and the cover's really messed up on it, but along the spine is pretty much where all the damage on this book is. But it's okay. It's got a couple little crunchy spots, but I needed it. And then there's not many Daredevil books I need for my 1 to 100 run, and this was one of them that I needed, so completely happy about that. Next up, this was $1. Just the guy that I got the EC cover from bought a Golden Age and the Silver Age collection, and pretty much had about 3-4 dozen books for $1, and this was one of them. All the other ones were either cartoony, non-superhero or non-horror stuff, and then this one was just like a diamond in the rough in there, so I picked it up, and that's Unknown Worlds number 36. Pretty cool cover. And then I was happy to get this. I got this for $8. Love the cover on this. It's got an awesome date stamp on it right there, May 11th, 71. And it's Lois Lane number 111. And as you can see, you got all the mini heroes there with the roping down the girl. So that's pretty cool. I really like that cover. This is a really decent grade book. I was happy to get that for $8. I think I got a steal on that one. And then next up, there's a guy, he actually has a shop that I don't go to, and it's close to me because it's mostly Magic cards, and he has very few comics in there. But he had these two on his table, and he wanted $5 for them. And I said, I really like the covers on them. Obviously, they're the German variants for these older SpiderMan Tales, and I think these came out in the early 90s. And but the artwork inside's cool. Obviously, it's all in German or whatnot, but I thought it was worth $5. They're in decent shape. And then a few more books here. These are probably going to be my best buys. And this is funny, man. I mean, I've wanted this book for a long time. It's Fantastic Four Annual number 2, and I really want to show you the inside of this in another video if I get a chance. I mean, this thing's beat to hell. Obviously, it's missing a huge piece of the cover, but I got this for $2. And I mean, I love reading this stuff, and just to have this book for $2 blows my mind. I had to do a little tape work on the cover because the whole left side was kind of flapped up from the top to about down here, but that's fine. I mean, I don't care. The inside of this, the pages are absolutely intact and in great condition, so that was a $2 buy. And then next up, I got this one for $7. Beautiful condition. Fantastic Four number 65. It has really rich, deep colors on it. So I was really happy about that. It was a good pickup for me. Cross that one off the list. Love that Silver Age. And then I got this one for $5. Fantastic Four 77. Cross that one off the list. Beautiful red cover. Kirby. You get Galactus on there. So I thought that was a great pickup. And then last but not least, this was one of the favorite books I got that day. This is $7.50. It was from the guy I bought most of the books off of. And it's Fantastic Four 86. And it's in really nice shape. It's a mid-grade book all the way. The whites are white, high gloss cover. Pages inside are white. And I'm really stoked to cross this one off the list. That's such a nice grade for the price I got it for. So, alright guys, hey, you know what? Thanks a lot for checking the video out. I'm hoping to do a couple more videos soon. I still have my huge estate sale auction to get to, so peace out.